Hey, what's up, Tech Vibe family? Welcome back. If you're into rugged, marine-ready tech that can survive storms and still tell you when to tack, you're going to want to hear this. I've been testing the Garmin Quatix 8 for a good stretch, putting it through boating, fitness, diving, GPS, smart features, and more. Here's what I found, what's new, and whether it's worth making the move. The Quatix 8 comes in two sizes, 47mm and 51mm. Both have bright AMOLED displays, no MIP model this time, titanium bezels, scratch-resistant sapphire lens, and leak-proof metal buttons. The 51mm is a bit larger and heavier. The case is fiber-reinforced polymer with a metal rear cover. It carries 32 GB of storage. It's built tough, and Garmin has made sure water resistance is solid. You get dive rating down to 40 meters, and plenty of rugged build quality to stand up to salty sea, sprays, and rough weather. Inside, you get the hardware platform shared with the Phoenix 8, but with marine-focused tweaks, chart plotter voice control, boat data streaming, autopilot control, all that. It also has a built-in speaker and mic, which is new, letting you issue voice commands for compatible equipment and even take calls when paired to your phone. Display is one of the biggest jumps. The AMOLED screen is sharp and vivid at normal and higher brightness levels, probably much more legible in changing light than older models. The bezels are noticeably slim, and the display size on the 51mm gives plenty of room for reading data, maps, marine charts, etc. The sapphire lens adds toughness and scratch resistance. Garmin has added a sensor guard and leak-proof buttons, which help protect against water ingress and damage. Also, there's a powerful built-in LED flashlight plus red safety light feature to help in low visibility or emergency situations. Performance has been excellent. The GPS accuracy is solid, as you'd expect from Garmin's top sensor platform. Activities on land or water, sailing, boating, swimming, fitness tracking, hiking, all run without lag. Apps open and close smoothly, switching between chart features, and the general smartwatch UI feels responsive. The voice assistant/voice control features, for chart plotter, autopilot, etc., are helpful, though sometimes voice recognition can struggle in wind or loud environments. The hardware is sturdy, so you feel the durability, though weight is noticeable when worn for long periods, especially with the 51mm. Software features are beefy. Beyond standard health tracking, heart rate, sleep, stress, etc., there are marine-specific tools, anchor alarms, tide and barometer readings, sailor tools like virtual starting line, race start guidance, tack assist. You can mark waypoints directly from the watch. The boat data streaming integrates engine RPM, speed, depth, etc. from compatible instruments. Workout modes number over 100, with activity tracking for land, sea, and dive. Also, Garmin has improved UI transitions and added more control to settings, more granular customization, more watch faces/data fields, and better alerts. The built-in speaker and mic allow for on-wrist calling when connected to the phone. Battery life is impressive. In the smaller 47mm model, you get up to roughly 16 days in smartwatch mode, without always-on display, or about 7 days if always-on is enabled. The 51mm pushes those numbers further, up to about 29 days with gesture-based wake, or 13 days with always-on. In GPS-only mode, the 47mm gets up to 47 hours, or 37 with always-on, while the 51mm can reach about 84 hours, or 65 with always-on. For big mariners and long trips, these numbers matter a lot. Modes with all satellite systems, multiband, and music reduce battery significantly, but that's expected. There's no solar variant reported yet, which some people will miss. For gaming or creative performance, it's not really built for heavy gaming. It's more marine/adventure/fitness first. If you want to play simple games or use map-based or strategy-type apps, it does fine. But high frame rate games or graphics-intensive tasks aren't its strength. For creators doing photo editing, etc., its role is more in planning or reference, not replacement of a tablet or laptop. Still, for diving or expedition creators who need mapping, waypoint tools, marine logs, etc., this gets very close to a pro tool. Speakers and audio are better than earlier Quatix models. The built-in speaker is loud enough for alerts, voice responses, and even phone CA. LLS when paired. Audio clarity is good in calm environments, loud wind, water noise reduce quality. There is no onboard massive speaker system, obviously, so for music you'll rely on connected earbuds or external speakers. Microphone works well, though directionality and environmental noise can affect it. Connectivity is state-of-the-art, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, full GPS options including multiple satellite systems, multiband GNSS supported. The marine connectivity features like chart plotter control, autopilot control, boat streaming data, helm functions are standout additions. There's also the flashlight and safety light for visibility. Durability meets standards for ruggedness, shock, water, etc. If you spend time on boats, in rough seas, diving, this watch covers a lot of the needs. Price starts high. The Quatix 8 starts at around $1,199.99 for the 47mm version, higher for the 51mm with more bezel size, etc. It's definitely premium. For someone who will use the marine-specific tools, the voice control, the toughness, the display, the battery, it's a compelling package. But for someone who only uses basic tracking and wants a rugged watch, it might be overkill. What really stands out are the pros: excellent marine features, strong battery life, rugged durable build, sapphire plus titanium, excellent display, voice control and speaker/mic are big pluses. On the downside, weight, especially 51mm, relatively high cost, no solar model, always-on display reduces battery significantly, voice control in tough conditions, wind, noise, can falter, graphic-intensive gaming weak, and it's bulky for everyday fashion wear. In the end, if you're a serious boater, sailor, diver, or someone who spends a lot of time on or near water and wants a smartwatch that can do it all, the Quatix 8 is among the best options in 2025. If you only need a fitness tracker or casual smartwatch, you might be better off waiting for discounts or going with more general Garmin models. But for those who want a marine-first smartwatch with premium build, display and battery, this one delivers in spades. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe if this helped you decide whether the Quatix 8 is worth it. Stay sharp, stay adventurous. This is Tech Vibe. Until next time.